Hi, welcome once again to more Asura's Wrath, where for some reason I continue to play this game. I continue to watch it with you. Watch me play the game without any sort of accoutrement. Last episode we found out that Asura got his ship beaten by Papa Asura. I don't think that's his dad, it's just his teacher. But he gets his face pushed into the dirt by the signature headbutt that every shonen protagonist should have. And then we hopped out of hell to find out that the whole earth is dead. 12,000 years has passed, and it's not good. It's not looking good. After a long slumber, Asura awakens on Gaia. 12,000 years have passed. Yeah, it's gone. It's screwed. He's dead. He's done. He's feeling like how I feel when I plan to wake up at 7:45 in the morning to start recording, say for like this video, and then say, I'll take 15 more minutes, and then it's 9:30, and I'm like, fuck. Also, where did he get these fine-ass robes from? Who did he purchase those for? Oh my god, there are people. Glorious. Is that Halo in the background? I missed that the first time I played. There's a fucking Halo back there. But actually, last episode is what I wanted to bring up, is that while the whole screen tearing thing is really upsetting, and the audio mixing is kind of horrible, especially you'll notice in this scene. I'm gonna shut up for a second. Okay, so how many of you all heard the word salty in the same exact tone about like 5 times? You want to know why? That's because it's the same audio clip played again and again. Yeah, so that kind of stuff, real bad. It's not good. It's not good. But what is great is I love the story, and I actually love Asura. I freaking love his character, because there's God of War and Kratos, and the thing that a bunch of people criticize about Kratos is that he's on this revengeance rampage the whole time, and is nothing but anger the entire time. And if anything, Asura is that multiplied. Because he is constantly screaming, his eyes are white, he does these crazy burst limit attacks, he goes Super Saiyan 5. It's a whole lot. He opens the 5th gate and rock leaves all over their faces. He does a lot. But the game opens up with him smiling and like holding his daughter and being like, good job, kiddo. And then having a loving wife, and you actually hear him talk to a loving wife, and like, yo, loving wife, I'm a loving husband, yo, let's love it up together for our child, and it's a good time. Oh, look at the big ship. So, I just really like how they took the same concept, essentially, as very mad man trying to fight against the gods, and turned and actually gave him character. Isn't that great? Behind all that screaming, it was like, well, it's already been set up. He has character. It's good. Like, somehow this crazy character action game actually gives you characterization for people. I wouldn't expect it. I'm getting characterization for a fucking jobber right now. Well, not really. This dude, he's still a jobber. But the fact that he actually talks, like they all look robotic, or like they would have no actual lines other than being like, get him, like jobber lines. But he just did a whole noble speech thing. It was still Java lines, but it was noble Java lines. And that's good. It's great. And there's a freaking interlude later that like really gives them characterization. Essentially, what I'm trying to point out is that this video game is so anime that it even went through the trouble of actually giving characterization to characters that are on the side that nobody cares about. Which is a very anime thing to do. Or a very Eastern, like, entertainment thing to do versus Western, I would say. I don't know, that's not always the case, but quite often I think you might notice that a lot of Western properties, if there is, and I'm not talking about supporting characters, supporting cast, obviously they need characterization. I'm talking about like background actors, background characters. Outside of that one dude who became famous for being a background actor in like 500 things, but that's still not his character. That's just like, oh, he's been in everything. That screen just fucked up.
Prepare for purification.
But in Western media, quite often, it's like, and if you're a background, you're literally just there for background. One of the few times where I can think of stuff happening in the background and it's character building is like Community, where they have background jokes, and I'm sure there are also several other shows that do the same thing. And even then, there's a main character back there. There's a bed back there. A bed is the reason characterization's even happening back there. We learn the story about this girl having a pregnancy and stuff, and him helping her out. But that's more characterization for him than it is for her. Whereas in an Eastern thing, that would somehow be characterization for this nobody. Like, they would have written that just a tad bit differently, where it would have been, say, from like her perspective somehow. So, well, essentially it wouldn't just be in the background like the community, where it's literally not happening, like the main conversation isn't this. But I see more often Eastern stuff where it's like, here comes bit character that you'll never see again, but you'll get to love them more than some of the people that you see constantly. And I can't think of many Western things that do that in comparison to like a bunch of anime that I watch, or a bunch of Japanese cinema. Or actually, you know what? I could even narrow it down more. It's essentially more of an American thing to not do that. Because I think even European properties will do that every now and then. Where it's just like, here comes this bit character. And it's just like, oh, it's awesome. Also, we're fighting Dumbo's dad. He's quite large. He's quite upset. He's quite in charge. It's a good time. Oh, my training points for my Magikarp are back up. Nice. So you might not realize until I said that while I watch, I'm doing like 50 things in the background. This dude just punched him. That was my kill! Also, he just sucked up a bunch of souls. I got a bunch of shit happening in the background, one of which is the countdown for when Monster Hunter World is no longer pre-order and I can play it. It's essentially at 8 hours and 30 minutes.
What Lord Deus spoke of was true. It has been a while, traitor.
Oh hey look, it's the first boss fight with that guy who thinks he's a badass, but he's not really anything. It's number 10 from the Iron Car. I'm having way more Bleach references than Naruto. What's happening here? I need to look up that Yoshirabe. What's his name? Jinpai? Jiraiya. Shit. God damn it. God damn it. Fucking Jiraiya. I spent an hour of this trying to figure out Jiraiya's fucking name. I've forgotten everything. It's all gone. 100%. Because, yeah, nah, I got nothing.
Open your eyes, traitor. Kneel before one of the 7 deities.
He is grand.
The 7
He is
deities.
showboating.
The 8 guardian generals who knew only war are no more.
Oh my god, his tongue is flapping. Oh, by the way, this is the best thing about this video game. If you look into the upper left, there's a little thing there that we're gonna use in a second. Feels good. Feels good!
Your ears have become so sullied that you cannot even comprehend words of purity.
I'm just gonna punch you in the face again.
My right.
Now maybe punch you in the face again. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna punch you in the face again. Ooh, except he hit me hard. So at this point, I think this is like the 3rd day that I'm playing this now. I've already forgotten about the whole dodge mechanic, as well as the get up mechanic from when you get blasted away. I've forgotten both of those things at this point. So we're just going in for full damage. Just hit them in the face until he falls down and doesn't get back up. That's what I'm hoping for. Regardless, we're gonna wreck Wise and shit now. Oh, and if I haven't mentioned either, the shut up mechanic, where you get to just punch dude in the face to get rid of the whole stupid speech monologue. Yeah, no, that's the best part of the game. So if you want to quit now, you can stop watching. I'll see you later. There's no reason to watch the rest. That's the best thing that's gonna happen. That's not completely true, but it might as well be. Might as well be. 2B, baby. Oh, hit him. Yes, love. Anyway, burst. Oh, that's right. I forgot the first one's dirty. I forgot how dirty it is. You can't pull him across the floor. Yo, no, okay. When I tell you there's cinematic action, when I tell you that somebody woke up that morning, had a nice bowl of Frosted Flakes and said, how can I make some badass shit tonight? That's what Asura's Wrath is. Also, apparently he can in fact turn into a Colossus. So, yeah, you know, Shadow of the Colossus thing I mentioned a few episodes ago, it's just this game. I lied. We're fighting a Colossus now. Get your horse, get the sword, shine the beam in his eyeball, hope it blinds him. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Slumbered for 12,000 years. We attained new heights.
But your ships can fly higher than that.
Witness the power
You're used to that height.
bestowed upon us by our priestess, your very daughter, Mithra.
Why would you bring that up, though? Why would he play these games?
Daughter. Mithra's power.
But see, even here, look. You hear that?
What did you do?
Do you hear that? You hear that in his voice?
Tell me what you've done with her!
Like, he gets super upset at the end of that.
You will have to make me.
But it starts off as quiet rage and then builds up to pure blast. I'm gonna beat your shit. Anyway, that was episode 5. What episode 4? When did we? Oh God, I've been miscounting this whole time. Anyway, Asura again. Bring that girl down to the studio. I have questions. I want to do a radio show with her. I just want to know where she gets her butt plugs from. I just need to go shopping for a friend.